Hello friends, welcome to Prismatics online class. In our today's class, we are going to find what? Let's say the question on the board says, state the dimensional formula for magnetic field. Solution. Magnetic field is equal to what? I'm going to have it as force. The relationship between what? Force is equal to QV magnetic field sine theta. So that is the formula. That the force is equal to the product of what? Charge, velocity, and magnetic field. Okay. So now what do? We have to make this in the subject of the formula. Okay. We have to make the magnetic field the subject of the formula by dividing both sides by what? The coefficient. F is equal to the coefficient of this which is what? Q V sine theta is equal to QV magnetic field sine theta all over what? QV sine what? Theta. This sine theta will cancel sine theta. V will cancel V, Q will cancel Q. We are left with what? The magnetic field is equal to what? Force over what? Charge, velocity, sine what? Theta. Now, coming to this place, if the magnetic field is equal to force over what? Charge multiplied by velocity sine what? Theta. Now, look, you know that force is the same thing as what? Mass, MA, all over what? Charge, V sine what? Theta. Now, magnetic field is equal to what? Dimension of what? MA into dimension of what? Charge into dimension of what? Charge multiplied by dimension of what? Velocity multiplied by what? Dimension of what? Sine theta. So that is it. Now, always recall that mass from dimension, this is mass is equal to, recall, let's go, recall that the dimension of velocity is equal to what? Length t raised to power minus 1. So that is the dimension of velocity. And the dimension of acceleration is equal to length t raised to power minus 2. That is the dimension of this. So we have to substitute this in back to this. And do we have this in? Dimension of sine theta is equal to what? 1. So it is what? It has no dimension. Sine theta has no dimension. So now let's continue here. Okay. From this place, we have that the magnetic field is equal to what? M into what? L t raised to power minus 2, which is what? Acceleration. Close it. Over what? Q. We have Q as, okay, also remember that the charge for Q, the dimension of Q is equal to what? IT, which is what? AT. So now what do we have now? AT, dimension of AT, multiplied by dimension of velocity, which is LT minus 1, multiplied by dimension of what? Sine theta, which is what? 1. Okay, it is dimensionless. Okay, now expanding this, we have that ML raised to power t raised to power minus 2 all over what? AT what? L t raised to the power minus 1. Now, you can agree with me that this L here, this L here, this L here will cancel this L. We are left with what? M t raised to the power minus 1 dimension over what? What do we have here? T to this. Now let's go. T to this one. We have it as what? We have it as what? AT. T times this will give us t raised to the power what? 0. So now let's go. Now I'm taking this thing up. What do we have? We have m to what? Taking this up. M to t raised to the power minus 2 multiplied by t raised to the power what? 0 multiplied by a raised to the power what? Minus 1. Finally, what do we have? We have the dimension as m raised to the power m into what? T raised to the power minus 2 a raised to the power minus 1. So hence the dimensional formula for magnetic field is m raised to the power 0, m raised to the power 1, l raised to the power 0, t raised to the power minus 2, a raised to the power minus 1, and that is the dimension of it. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Prismatics Online Class, and follow me on Facebook, Prismatics Online Class. Thanks.